It's the first day of fall, and I would like to say happy fall, Odie.
Happy autumn, Lonzo.
Thank you. Happy fall, Cameron.
Happy pumpkin spice era.
No. Tell us you're not one of those
No.
people. Come on. You're not a pumpkin spice guy, are you?
No, I'm not, but I'm just kind of like when I go into certain places now to get a latte, I'm stuck behind.
Wait. You
At
get
least
lattes?
sometimes I get a latte.
Do you? What kind of lattes do you get?
I get a chai latte.
It's like tea, right?
Sometimes cinnamon chai.
Okay, so Odie, you are basic.
A little bit basic.
Okay.
But it's fine if I'm going into the certain starry place that does coffee.
I'm
not going to say. I won't say Starbucks.
The Constellation.
Don't give them
the place of constellations.
Yes, yes, that place. And I get my cinnamon chai tea latte. Normally, I go in and it's just me. I'll walk up and I say, "Hey, how you doing? Can I get my cinnamon chai tea latte?" First of all, they go, "Oh, I like your accent." I'm like, "Oh, God." And then I get my cinnamon chai tea latte.
Wait, they actually understood you when you said that? Because we've been with you when they haven't. So.
Yeah. See, when I'm with you and Cameron, when we go for food and we do anything, when I'm ordering food, I'll order it a little bit slowly. I'll do the little bit, hey, could I get a half pounder? Like today, we went for burgers today before the show, and I walked up to the thing and I said, hey, could I get a half pounder, please? And this and this and this, whatever else. Normally, when I came to America first, I used to say, hey, can I get a half pounder and whatever else? Sorry, what? Like I'd go to McDonald's drive-thrus. I don't go to drive-thrus anymore because I'd go up to it and say, hey, can I get a Big Mac meal? Sorry, sir, we don't have Whoppers. It's like, but my voice isn't that bad. But anyway, getting back. Remember we were talking about Starbucks. Getting back to there. Now
we weren't talking about Starbucks.
Yeah, I know, but there was tangents zoomed into. When I go to order my latte, there's 95 pumpkin spice girls standing in front of me with yoga pants on.
Scary Spice?
Yeah, she'll be there.
Posh Spice?
Yeah, a little bit. And
all right, that's the limit of my spice knowledge.
Baby Spice?
No, I remember Baby.
Sporty Spice?
Yeah, okay, that was the other one.
Okay.
Is it 4 spices or
it's like 5, weren't there?
Yeah, because there was Ginger Spice.
Ginger.
Also Old Spice.
Yeah. Forgot about Ginger.
Yeah, Old Spice.
I don't know if
that's what they all end up in.
They all end up in. No, they don't.
All ends in Old Spice.
But yes, so there's lots of ladies ordering.
No, that's not what I'm laughing about.
There's lots of ladies. What are you laughing at?
Can someone come reset the motion sensor lights when y'all get the chance? They just went out on me. Okay.
So
he has
so Matthew is in the restroom and
anyway, getting back to the basic cinnamon lights, cinnamon lattes.
Go rescue him.
So Lonzo is going to rescue Matthew. So all right, what I'll do is I'll paint a picture for you. We're here in the studio and it's just the 4 of us in here at the minute. So there's not too much activity going on around the studio, and all of our lights are on sensor lights. So if you're moving around and you walk from one area to the next area, the sensor lights come on. And Matthew is nowhere near one. I can be
your hero, baby.
So Matthew is nowhere near one of the sensors. So he's in a darkened room. He's in a dark room of emotion. And it's just
not anymore, because
here's what I do.
I said, let there be light into us.
Let there be light. And then Lonzo looked upon the void and said, let there be motion.
Yes.
And there was light. But yes, getting back, remember we were talking as well about cinnamon lattes. No. Pumpkin spice. Yes, now there's a lot of pumpkin spicers and they're all trying to get, hi, can I get a pumpkin spice latte? And just like, but that's the thing.
So you're getting muscled out by yoga pants.
I'm getting muscled out by 5'1" girls in yoga pants. They are beating the living daylights out of me. They're walking in and like, excuse me, I'm trying to get my latte.
Usually the bane of my existence
is 5'1" girls in yoga pants.
Yeah, typically.
Okay. I mean, like,
I have a very niche bit of weaknesses.
Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. On today's show,
Cinnamon, he's going to snort again.
I'm not going to. I will not do that on air.
He is going to snort, and my life will be complete.
If you would like to be a part of the show, especially if you're one of those 5'1" pumpkin spice people, the text line is 71307, or you can check us out because we are live on Facebook
FaceTube,
Facebook, YouTube,
U-Book,
Twitch,
Welcome to
and the X at either the Upstate
I was gonna
Pulse
say
or
X-Tube.
989 WORD, including we have some
X.
messages already. Let's see. Viper says, happy basic white chick season.
He knows.
Mark says, hey guys, shout out to Kid Flaccid. What did you think of Ahsoka episode 6? We'll be talking about that a little bit later. Chris says, evening fellas. Viper says, all wearing yoga pants and wearing Uggs, which I guess are
Uggs are the
sounds
boots.
on them,
shoes.
Brent.
Uggs are the
And
boots.
Chris wants to know, is Matthew in the Mines of Moria?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He needs
Oh, I
to.
love how you spelled that.
Unfortunately, someone is saying you shall not pass, which is why he's still in there. So anyway,
Beware of the Balrog.
also on today's show,
yes.
we've got an AI takeover. We're going to be talking Pringles and Gators because the two do go together. We're going to be asking Odie questions, get some video game stuff to get to, and then also someone is going to face the Nerf wall tonight. So
man.
there's a 3-way tie for the Nerf wall. I have said that I am one of those people who is tied for last place. I have not said who the others are. Matthew will be here momentarily, and when he gets here, we'll discuss it a little bit further, and we'll figure out a way to, once we reveal the one person who is not tied, then the other 3 will have to come up with a way to break said tie, which we...
Paper, rock, paper, scissors. It has to be. It's the only fair way to do it.
10 paces.
I'm not very good at that, so I don't
10
know.
paces.
One Nerf dart.
Oh. We
No,
could. You
no,
yes.
no, no,
we
no.
have
It's
a
just-
big studio.
Back like
could
we did it in the old days.
Okay. All
we
right.
could do a duel. We could duel off for that.
Here's the thing. I never lost because the idiots didn't realize I was immortal. I get shot. I
Yeah,
laugh.
but, you
thinking
know,
that shit
even
was-
if you are immortal, if you get shot first, you lose.
No.
No, it's about who gets shot. It's not about who dies.
It is about who dies.
It's about who
No,
gets shot.
it's first blood.
It's
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I've been
about-
doing it wrong for hundreds of years.
Yeah, so it's
I usually just laugh and then kill the guy.
so you've lost a
Why-
lot. So
Why would you laugh and kill a guy?
Well,
Well-
because it was part of a duel.
That's just ever so slightly sadistic.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh, fair
all
enough.
right. Speaking of sadistic, let's go ahead and reveal the person who is safe. So one of us in this room is safe from the tie.
Safe from the tie.
And text line 71307, who do you think is safe? We know it's not me. So one of those 3, and I had to wait till everyone was here. And this is the first time we've all been here in like a month because of various reasons.
Yes.
One of us in this room is safe, and it's not me. Text line 71307.
Yes. Text basic
I
to
mean,
71307.
it's pretty easy to figure out. It's one of those 3.
One of us.
Yes, it's one of those 3.
One of
It's
us.
been so long that honestly, I thought that this was something that I might have missed.
No,
Another
no.
pick'ems that I might have missed.
No,
Did
you
you-
had to be here for this, Matthew.
I think you tried to miss it. Like, oh,
No,
I,
you had
I never
school.
try to
can't-
miss them.
Yes, you
Come
had
here
schoolwork. You had to be over on the fan.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of reasons. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you because I want to take the suspense out of it. No, I just want to because
Okay.
I want the other people to know what they have to look forward
So
to. Possibly,
Who's safe?
Matthew is safe.
Really?
Get out. No, get.
I've already missed most of the show so far. Don't kick me out again.
So Matthew is safe. So what this means, there is a 3-way tie for last place between me,
Oh, man.
between Cameron, which is significant because Cameron's never faced a wall, and between Odie. See, I put in the Tim rule like a year ago. The Tim rule had to be put in place because Tim kept losing every single time.
It was
so-
funny though.
So to make it to where you could not
You
lose
shot that
to
man for a year.
so there's a stipulation. The only way that you could get shot 2 times in a row is if you tied for last place.
Okay.
And Odie is the first one to do that. So
Am I getting shot?
no, you're
Oh.
tied for last place, which you would not be eligible for this if you hadn't tied
But I
because you
died.
lost last, but you tied. So you tied.
That's just
Matthew went 5 and
that's-
5. The rest of us went 4 and 6.
that's just leprechaunist.
Here's the thing. I picked here and I picked on the Rob Brown show. On the Rob Brown show, I went 5 and 5. Over here, I went 4 and 6. But I got to be honest because it's on this show. So this show is the pick that matters. So I am tied for last. So the three of us are tied for last. We've got to figure out how to break that tie. So by the end of the show,
I've already figured out how to break the tie.
we can't do
I was going to go rollies, but
No, see, I've already done it. So we always say that this is not our show. It is your show. It is you, the people that are listening to us. It is your show.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me, but
No,
okay, all right.
So Chris has come on.
You got no. Wait.
I
hold on, but
always come prepared.
Hold on now.
If we need to break a tie, I always have my metal dice on me.
I'm very confused.
You never know when you're going to have to play Dungeons and Dragons just randomly.
You're very right.
I'm confused.
Because it's definitely not a game that requires prep time at all.
And very impressed at the same
straight
time.
Dungeons and Dragons.
But getting back to it, Chris, who is one of our listeners, amazing listeners, has already said, and it's a statement that he made. He just forgot to put in the exclamation mark. He said, I think Odie is safe. So therefore, going on what Chris says, that he thinks Odie is safe, it's not. It was a statement. It was Chris made the call that Odie is safe.
He also said we should break the tie with the Killian's drink-off contest, and Odie wins.
I don't think that we can do that on the show.
Yeah, because
no, that's not something we can do.
Well, so I don't drink, so I mean,
neither do I.
Automatically, win.
I will take one for the team.
All right, so Odie, in the past, let me tell you how we break ties.
Go on.
And Matthew just showed you how we break ties
with dice.
It's a 24. We rolled the 24.
24-sided dice.
You mean the 20-sided dice?
No, it's the 24. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Yes,
he's a normie.
We roll the 20-sided dice. See, this is how off I am.
I can see that
because I said 24. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 a lot. And I roll a lot of 24s and 31s. Because of all the extra dice that I get to use, and that just threw me for a second. So anyway,
so you could say you're a high roller.
During the next break, we will roll the 20-sided dice, and we will find out who is going to face the Nerf wall. As luck would have it, it's time for break now. So stay tuned on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at either Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD to find out who's going to face the Nerf wall, and then they'll have all show to wait for when they face it. Will it be Cameron for the first time? Will it be Odie for the second time in a row? Or will it be me for the first time in a while? You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Potato.
Join the Nerd Herd on the Placid text line.
Do we get to add our stat bonus?
71307.
No,
This
no
is
stat
the
bonuses.
Upstate Pulse on News
I
Talk
don't know what stat bonuses
98.9
are.
WORD, the voice of the
Well, if it's
Carolinas.
charisma, we all would probably have the same one.
Now, the Carolinas' most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Clear skies tonight with lows around 58. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny skies and calm again tomorrow.
There's no way I
Temperatures
could not
reach up to
do that.
84. Lows around 60 tomorrow night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Gucci speaking from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center.
We'll do this.
Currently, it's
All right, if you want to
79
roll first,
degrees.
you roll.
Times
You've
are
never
tough
seen
in
anyone roll
Biden's
that
America.
I'm your nightmare.
That's why News Talk 98.9 WORD is teaming up with Americans for Prosperity to give you relief.
It's sickening.
Presenting the Bidenomics Barbecue. Thursday, October 5th from noon to 2 at Initial Q in Spartanburg. Come pick out on Meet you on Biden's Assembly of God's Here's special guests, Congressman William Timmons and our own Tara Servatius. Get your free tickets now at 989WORD.com.
Mad World Haunted Attraction is now open. South Carolina's #1 haunted house and one of America's top screen bars. Explore your way through the...
Thanks,
Sorry,
Dave.
guys. Sorry.
What did he roll?
Why did you betray me?
What'd you roll?
I spent years with you. Years.
All right, what'd you roll?
13
Okay. Well,
on so many different levels. That
All
just
right.
means I'm unlucky.
all right.
so funny.
All right.
Thank you, Chris. Luck of the Irish.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's got to be what it is. It's got to be what it is. So
I definitely didn't weigh the dice or anything. No.
Why would you
that
weigh
dice
the
is
dice?
heavy, by the way.
Well,
It
it's
is
a
made out of
it's a
metal.
dice.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't believe I've ever rolled a metal die before. So
Unbelieving.
Metal dice are nice. I like metal dice.
Wait, is rolling a 20 not?
20 is the best you can do. Yes.
Because it's a 20-sided die. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
120.
yes.
I didn't even try.
He's Cameron's genuinely upset because the streak is over.
So this is the first time he's ever.
He has never faced the wall.
funny.
Oh, this is amazing. I'm so glad that my dice could be a part of history like this.
There's a lot of people who wish they could be here today, and they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
a lot
funny.
of people being Tim.
Well, yeah, Tim would love to be here for that. I would say Chris would like to be here. I would say Rob Brown would like to be here. Rob Young would like to be. Hey, everyone wants to.
Because
do
Rob
this.
has still never faced the wall, right?
Rob Brown, no, he has not. He's too good. It's unfortunate. And even though I've been encouraged to cheat and make him lose, I'm not going to do that. That's just not me.
That was funny.
Not for Cameron, it wasn't.
No, I thought it was hilarious myself. Liberty Liberty.
Okay, first turn the music off. Then ask for everyone's attention. Now, tell them that you customized your home insurance.
Hi, Cameron.
Oh, now everyone
Guess who's back?
just a pretty face. You have some brains inside that face. You know how to save hundreds on home insurance. Woo!
Cameron isn't talking to us all now.
Oh,
To pull your button.
he's a little upsetty.
I like the way Lonzo's already loading up.
Let's see the schedule.
There's one there for him.
Does it say somewhere in the schedule Cameron gets hit with darts?
I think that was the blank number 4.
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Hey, now you don't have to fret about it anymore. Because
Yeah.
now it's done. You go
It's
face
over.
the wall. It's over. Yeah,
It doesn't hurt.
I had a good run.
You had a great run.
Years upon years of never truly failing at this, and then it finally happened. I lost, and it was due to chance.
You're welcome.
Screw you, Matthew.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Odie and Cameron and Matthew. And during the break, we did how we do things on this nerd show. We rolled
Nerded
the
it.
20-sided dice, and one of us rolled the dice for the very first time in his entire life. That would be one Odie. And Odie rolled a stinking natural 20
Luck of the
Immediately.
Irish.
his very first roll.
I'd just like to thank the leprechauns, and of course, my shout out goes out to the fairies. Without y'all, I couldn't have done it.
So you want to go to a casino with me, Odie? I think you'd be a really good.
Oh no,
gambling
that's it. It's
partner.
done. We're done.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, just
You used it
You can
all.
only
out.
be used once.
I
Oh, that's
used the good
unfortunate.
one. I got to build it up again. It takes about a year to build up again. So
I'll see you at the casino in a year.
sounds good to
So
me.
Odie rolled a 20.
I think
I
you owe
rolled
me.
next.
You and I will be going to the
All right.
casino.
I rolled next, and I rolled an 18, which
18.
is pretty good. And then Cameron went, and he rolled a 13.
Which is
So what this means, for the first time in the 8.5-year run of the Upstate Pulse, we're going,
Oh,
Cameron.
I didn't realize it was that long.
it was
will-
that long.
Cameron will face the wall. I'm gonna
The
choke that
majority
thing.
of my adult life,
Yes,
I've been able to stave this off.
he wasn't eligible for the first few years,
Why?
know.
But I was a guest on
Because he was a
several,
guest.
so
Because
it
he was a
still
guest.
counts.
All right, he was eligible, and he did pick. And this is the first time he's ever outright lost. So Cameron is going to face the wall.
I didn't
And,
even technically outright lose. It was a tie.
It was,
Two
Yeah.
men
but
enter.
I think you just outright lost about a minute or so ago. That looked like a loss. Didn't that look
That
like a
was
loss?
that
Yeah,
was of all the
that was
I
losses.
think that was a
chance.
loss. Yeah, that was
That was chance.
yes.
How was it chance? It was
loss.
that was skill on my behalf.
It's
I
true.
just want to say, Odie never played D&D. I rarely play D&D. You play all the time. So if there was
Yeah,
skill
but I don't
involved,
cook my
you should
numbers.
have it.
Yes, I mean it's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist.
You're too
It's
happy.
all
about
in
this.
the wrist. I am,
Of
'cause I
course
got
he's
shot
happy.
2
Of course he's
4
happy.
weeks ago. I was
It's
shot.
okay.
I
It's
like
okay.
it.
We'll have another consistent year of just shooting the mess out of you.
All right. Let's.
Actually, Odie, it's all in the physics mathematical equations. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Oh, he's gone.
There's still a chance of luck in there too. I mean, there's no skillful way to roll a 20.
Listen, as Tiger Woods once said, he said there is no skill in golf at all. Absolutely no skill. He just said every time he plays, and the more he plays, the luckier he seems to get. So
All right. Lots of people on the stream responding. Viper Dave, when we were trying to figure out, said we should go Rochambeau. South Park rules. No, that did not happen, nor shall it ever. Chris says, the luck of the Irish, my friend. And then my Irish brother must be protected. I'll offer myself in his place.
Chris,
That was that. See,
You didn't need to. You didn't need to.
Threw himself on the grenade.
But
it was a dud.
It was
yeah,
dud.
it was a dud.
Here's the thing, Chris. I thought you and I had something special. I thought you were my friend. You are constantly supporting me throughout the couple years I've been doing this, and then you betray me for Odie.
No,
for the new guy.
No, it's a brotherhood, man. You can't. Blood is something different.
I have Irish in me too.
You do. Chris also says Dark Lonzo would make Rob face the wall, but I'm more of a gray Jedi, man. I'm not. I'm somewhere in between. It just depends on the day and the station, and over here, I'm a baby face.
Does that mean if I actually was a Jedi, I would have a green lightsaber? Or are we just stereotyping it now?
When do we not stereotype it?
No, yours would be orange. I don't know.
No. It would be green, Lonzo.
Okay, all right. Mine would be.
I'm gonna go there.
Mine would be purple, like Mace Windu.
And mine would be red right now.
Yes.
Because I am having thoughts.
It's okay. Listen,
it's just wrong on so many levels.
So there we go.
The levels.
There
it's
we
like
go.
an elevator going
Cameron
up the wrong.
Will be facing the wall. Cameron's going to face the wall. It's good. He's going to be all right because he's going to do it with panache and do it with gusto.
So Viper Dave just after sending a message, and I need to do it in the correct accent. It's Cam used to be an adventurer until he took a nerf dart to the knee.
And I'll be stuck on guard duty for so long.
Yeah, I'm aiming for the knee. I just got to be honest. All right. So that idea that we were talking about earlier, feel free to use it. I don't have a problem with it.
I'm going to.
Yeah, but don't tell them.
I won't.
He's still getting shot.
Yeah,
he's still getting shot. It's okay. It's just.
Are you going to adopt the fetal position?
No,
lie on the ground
no. That's what Tim does.
Yeah,
just no.
It's true.
He's like
he does this.
He
thing.
curls.
It's like
he makes his body into like a question mark.
It's like progressive art or something. It's very weird.
Progressive art.
All right.
It's kind of like the Bono syndrome. He moves.
I think you mean modern art.
Yeah. Whatever. Hey,
are we talking?
Are
about
you saying
cubism?
modern art can't be progressive?
No, I'm saying the term is modern art.
I'm going with progressive because I coined it.
Congratulations, you're wrong.
Yes, I am not wrong. You know what is wrong? That would be Pringles. At least I think so. I don't know if you guys will be into this, but Pringles announced on Tuesday that it would be collaborating with the caviar company. Anybody here ever had caviar before?
Yes.
Yes.
I have not. Matthew?
No, I have
All
not.
Right. Would you partake if you could?
No,
I don't really have much of an interest.
Think I would either.
I mean, like if someone threw it in front of me and said, "Here, it's free," I'd probably try it just to try it because it's one of those things. That's
same
like,
here.
when are you going to get that chance? But
Yeah.
also, it's just some overpriced guacamole type sauce.
No.
isn't
It's fish eggs.
It's fish eggs.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you didn't know caviar is fish eggs. That's
the
what
only
it is.
reason I got to try it is, when they say when you're traveling long distance and doing stuff like that, ask to get bumped up. Ask, is there any chance I can get moved up into business class or whatever? Is there a seat available?
Mm-hmm.
And I was traveling over I was on one of my trips to Australia, and I just happened to say it going to Singapore from Frankfurt to Singapore. I just said, "Listen, is there any chance?" And the girl just looked at me. She's like, "Yeah, okay." I was like, "Oh." So there was me, a backpacker, no money, none. Like, when you're backpacking, whatever's on your back.
No, none of us know that.
Okay,
but you can explain it to us.
So you're backpacking around the country.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm sorry for speaking for you.
Okay. But whatever's on your back is that is all your possessions. You bring 2 pairs of boots, you have a pair on you, you have a pair in the backpack, and you have whatever clothes, and that's all you have. You've nothing else. So I had very little money. And there I was, sitting in first class, in business class, drinking champagne and eating caviar. Champagne was nice, but the caviar, yeah.
I imagine that.
What's caviar taste like?
Salty.
Like
That sounds
like anchovies?
Yeah. More anchovy-ish.
Okay, more fishy or more salty?
More salty.
Okay,
I think.
All right.
Now the thing is, I've tasted synthetic caviar as well. It's made from seaweed, and it tastes exactly the same. And it's like
thanks.
a fourth, not even. I'd say it's a 16th of the price.
Chris says I backpacked courtesy of the U.S. Army. Yeah, I guess they would have you do that. So
to worse places.
Pringles, the pairing comes from a TikTok trend because it's where all things come from right now.
Oh no.
In Real Housewives of New York City, because I'm sure we're all viewers of Real Housewives of New York
don't
City.
miss an episode. It's on every year.
Matthew, you love that show, right?
Oh, absolutely.
See, I knew it. If you want to try it yourself, you can order a kit with small tubes of flavored Pringles and jars of caviar. So
Guys, there's Pringles and caviar.
Pringles and caviar.
Oh,
if
I
you
thought
want.
this was going to be like a caviar flavored Pringle. No, this is like
it's like
just
Pringles.
have some
dip
caviar
your
with your
Pringles.
Pringles. That sounds awful.
Do you not dip your Pringles into things?
No,
No,
Do you
actually.
eat Pringles?
I haven't had Pringles in a while, but
Okay.
I like Pringles.
First thing you're going to notice when you have Pringles is how small they're after getting.
Yeah, but I get the extended can.
No, the can is no, the can is either the same size or you get the party can, but the actual chip itself is gotten
Oh,
smaller.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't eaten them in a while. I've gotten on a Pringles kick lately, but I do not believe that Pringles and caviar would be good.
That just sounds like salt on top of salt. That just sounds like too much
All
salt.
right. So
I
If
feel
what
like
y'all
you're
are saying
setting
is that
us
it's
up.
really salty.
Yeah.
So you
Like,
guys have had caviar before. What flavor Pringle would you suggest with your caviar?
Oh, you're doing the Ben and Jerry's challenge here on me.
Sure.
Okay. I would definitely put it with the salt and vinegar one.
So
Yeah.
you are adding more salt to salt.
I would.
That
because
sounds
it's,
awful.
You could do that or just go with the
So
regular
Dave
one.
said the same thing.
it's more salt.
Wow.
Yeah, I would. I'd put
Here's
a
the
salt and
thing.
vinegar.
If you're gonna have salt, just go full salt
Okay. All right. I mean, like Salt Lake.
to assault your senses.
It's- okay.
Ha ha ha.
That was a dad joke.
No, it
that
wasn't.
was a,
It
that
wasn't?
was a dad joke. That
Here's the
was
thing.
No. Dad jokes require an amount of wholesomeness. To it.
There was wholesome in that.
No,
yeah, it's I
That
thought-
oozed wholesome.
Yeah, I
No,
thought it
I'm
was
not
wholesome.
wholesome.
You know, you squeeze that and it's going to hit the,
You better
the
be
mirror.
wholesome. Your mom's watching.
Yeah, you bet. Oh yeah, or listening or watching her. You got to wholesome
She's
that
seen
up.
me. She's seen me say worse and then smack before and afterwards.
Yes, for sure. All right. By the way,
Yes.
before we take a break, couple things. I want to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes. Didn't get any in this room, but that's
Yes, you
fine.
did.
I'm just kidding.
You got
I'm
you
just
got
kidding.
the
Today.
Facebook message.
Today.
And today I
Yes.
turned to you because I was reading.
It was a joke.
I didn't
Alright,
actually know
no,
it was your
It was-
birthday.
it
So
was-
happy
it's okay.
birthday.
It's okay. Thank you.
Upstate
Thank you.
Pulse group hug. We're all gonna surround him and squeeze him.
No.
Maybe you are.
Come on.
No.
Come
No,
on,
no.
let's do this.
Cameron, no, sit down. No,
All right,
no,
all right.
there will be no hugs.
No huggies.
I think we know that.
6 foot at all times.
You can
You
hug
never,
me.
you never want to go for the hug, Dad.
You never tell me you're proud of me, Daddy.
Yeah. All right.
Why?
We're gonna work some things out during the break. You're gonna listen to
Oh, we can hug
the
some
Upstate Pulse
strangers.
right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Everyone is getting theirs tonight.
Yeah,
before
he's
I
just
get
he's just
mine.
coming at me because he lost.
We're working clockwise. I think.
I got loads of text messages.
Okay,
Never mind.
All
Counterclockwise. We're doing it counterclockwise. Thank you,
we're
Chris.
going that
Well, at
way.
least make it up for the betrayal.
Chris, you don't need to hug my son. I will hug my son. You didn't get it. You didn't get it. It was the opposite. I don't want to be hugged.
Cam,
I'm-
you know of Freddie W from YouTube fame.
Sounds.
Rocket Jump, all that kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Freddie Wong, right?
Freddie Wong. So the daddy issue thing reminded me because I literally just finished rewatching the
I just the
No,
phrase.
we have a bald limit.
because someone said it.
And,
daddy
he
issues,
doesn't
and
have
then
enough
they
hair,
think-
so-
Oh, yeah.
Well, you have
I
a
just
doctor on the
finished
show, so,
rewatching
I mean,
somebody
You have a doctor on the show.
reacting.
I don't
to
know. Listen,
video
and I've
game
said this
high
many
school
times, and I'll
entire
continue to
series,
say
high school
this.
series, if you ever watched
I
that.
will go to therapy someday, and they will get a trilogy of books.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Yeah.
giving it for free right now.
No, he said you need Dr. Phil, and you were,
Yeah,
you've already got a
I
doctor
got
on the show.
reminded of it, like,
There's no
a
doctor
week
on the
ago.
show. You are not a
And then I heard
dude.
that some YouTuber, like,
You
a
are
year
not
ago,
everything. I just
you
don't.
need
What
to
are you a
never said I was
doctor?
everything.
What are you a doctor of?
watch the
Engineering,
whole
mechanical
thing
engineering.
stream.
You have a
Like, a
doctorate
bunch of the
in
people that were
mechanical
involved in it.
engineering.
So Freddie came on for a couple episodes.
Because
Why-
it
why
was-
are you
talking
here?
to him while he
Because it was a
watching.
dare.
If you-
And so
you had
did,
a dare.
Literally, it was a dare.
You
Jimmy
I went in and got my
Wong
engineering degree,
and a couple
and I
others
went on, and I,
came
I really got into it, and I was told
12
by the company I was
hours
working
that I
with,
just put in
you know,
the
you done
background
well.
while I was doing
if
work
you
on
get your
courses.
master's, then we can pay you more. And I was
It
like,
was
oh,
such
okay.
a memory.
So I went on to do it,
trip,
and then a friend of
'cause I
mine said, "Are
literally
you
watched
done
it
now?"
back in,
And I
like,
said,
middle and high school.
"Yeah."
It came out.
He said, "Are you sure you're
it
done
was
now?" And I
so-
said, "Yeah."
It was was so sick to watch.
He said, I bet you're not.
Surprisingly holds up.
I said, damn.
It's not
He
like,
said,
it's
I
still
bet you
a
can't go further. I bet you
fun
can't
little
get the
YouTube
doctor.
series.
I dare you to get it. And then me
I
being
budget
me, I
for
was like,
YouTube just because
right.
they're so talented.
The most
But
expensive dare I ever had.
Still, like,
But yeah.
All right, you guys didn't hear the fact that Odie's a doctor.
what? Oh, you got a
Yeah.
doctorate?
Hmm.
Oh, so doctor engineer Odie.
He has a doctorate in mechanical engineering
Yeah.
on a dare.
On a dare. Got my degree. Got my bachelor's degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was told to go on and get my master's degree, that it would be better for you. I did.
It helps a lot with engineering. And there's a lot of like 1-year programs and things like that.
Exactly. And that's something like what it was. And a friend of mine said to me, are you done? Are you finished? And I said, yeah. He said, no, you're not. I said, yes, I am. And he said, that's because you can't go any further because you're not able to do it.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
And he said, I bet you won't do it. To which I was like, right, hold my Guinness.
I don't imagine that there's like a whole lot of difference between a PhD and a master's for engineering jobs.
For engineering, no.
Yeah,
No, it's about the same.
There's not even a pay difference. It's just,
exactly. That's
it's
what
a
I would
title. I just have
So
12
so
letters.
now do we just have to call you Dr. Odie?
No, I don't use it. I don't use the title.
What if we do?
You see, I used to
The
always.
only time, I'll tell you this after. There's only one time that I ever use it.
So are you like the radio version of Kim Jong?
Am I like the radio version of what?
Kim Jong.
King Jong-il.
No,
No,
Kim Jong.
No, King Jong-un.
No, not Kim Jong. Stop it.
No.
Hangover.
I could
Community.
pretend-
The actor from
Oh,
Dan-
yeah.
who's actually a doctor.
Who's actually
Yeah.
a doctor, but got into acting.
Possibly.
I always made the joke of if I ever got a doctorate, I would make people call me Dr. Mr. Causey because my middle name is Reed, so my initials are MR. So I could legitimately be Dr.
That's a
Mr.
good
Causey.
move.
I
I
like
mean, that's,
that.
yeah, I like it too.
That'd be cool. No, I don't use it. I only
Yeah,
use it in
the
certain
Viper
occasions.
says it
I'm
treat
gonna
you better in
randomly
a
bring it
hotel
up.
if you.
To do.
Okay. Well, welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. The doctor will see you now. We have some text 71307. You can text us also.
Yeah, so we got text in from 555. I said, Matthew sounds a little bit like Ben Shapiro.
Really?
Yeah, well.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I can
I
see it.
haven't heard Ben Shapiro in so long. I'd have to hear him.
Yeah, no, I can.
I think it's delivery. How your delivery. I think you have some of the same kind of delivery. So I
Yeah,
hear that.
you're little. Yeah.
I need to hear Ben Shapiro again. It's been years since I've ever heard him in
A little
anything.
dry, a little blunt.
Then we have nobody understands what you mean when you say, when you're backpacking. Sorry about that. And then from 555 again, we have down here palmetto cheese is called Southern caviar.
You can keep that because I'm just not a
I don't-
pimento cheese fan.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's nice. I did overdose on it a little bit. Gotta get some of that. Gotta get some of that commander cheese,
Are
man.
you freebasing pimento cheese right now?
I had to get loads of pimento cheese, man.
I'm glad they could take out all the curds.
And the way. Music. And now it's gone again. Yeah. It's just.
All right. Do we have any more texts? I want to see if you can read. Okay. If you would like to be a part of the show, text line 71307. I got to get some modicum of control just in case LexCorp is listening. Text line 71307, or you can check us out live on the stream and all the hilarity and try to figure out how red Odie's face actually can get. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD, except that one is not on YouTube because people get us banned on that all the time. So we're not on that. So them getting us banned means that we're not on that. But but we're on the Upstate Pulse one, so that's fine.
Who banned us? Oh, the word one. Is it the word?
Yeah. That's it. I
Okay.
mean, I warned them. It's like, you should not do that. And they didn't listen to me. But anyway, it's like, we're going to get banned right away. And it pretty much happened pretty quick. All right. Do you guys, how many streaming services do you have, Odie?
Oh, Netflix, Prime, Tubi, Peacock, and Pluto. 5.
Cameron has a bunch. I have a bunch. I don't know. Matthew, do you have?
I have Crunchyroll. I mean, that's the only like video streaming service that I pay for.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking is, do you mind if you have commercials in your streaming? 'Cause
Yes.
a lot of people went to streaming so they didn't have to deal with commercials. By the way, we here at the Upstate Pulse and News Talk 98.9 WRD, we love commercials. And if
Yes,
you
we
would
do.
like to advertise with us, please contact the suits.
Yeah, but you see, I pay for Prime, right?
Mhm.
It's whatever it is, $12 a month. I'm not sure, and they show ads of what's coming up on Prime before the show. Now, I don't mind that because sometimes they'll, when they're showing the little ads, the little trailers of movies or of TV shows, they're going to show you really good bits that just blast out on the screen, and you might be, oh, okay, I don't mind watching this. But if it's something that you have no interest in, you're just going to skip forward, and you can skip, like you can skip on most of them. But there is one service that I have, and I pay. I don't pay the premium rate, but I do pay them a rate, and there's still ads. I've talked to my wife about it, and she's like, "Yeah, but they're only short ads. They're only, 30 seconds, 35 seconds." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm paying the premium, so why are the ads coming out on it?" So yeah.
There's this really wonderful, imaginative thing out there on the internet, and it's called ad block.
Yeah, but we don't condone that. But yeah, it is out there. How does it work? Show me later, will you?
Yeah, there's some other things that I want him to show me later too. Talking about video games, not get your head out of there. So Amazon Prime Video will soon come with ads or a $2.99 monthly charge to dodge
$2.99.
them.
There you go. $3.
So you got to throw another $3. So is it worth throwing another $3 on your subscription to block the ads?
I think it is because I got Prime before I realized that it came with the free channel. Like literally, for the simple reason that I was ordering dog food and a lot of things off Prime itself, like Amazon Prime.
Yeah, which is how we got it.
Yeah, and that's how I got it.
Yeah.
And I was told, like I was spending at least $12 per order on delivery charges. So I was like, oh, come on, dog food is heavy,
Yeah.
So I was paying at least $12. So I was like, for $12, I can order 5 times a month, 4 times a month, whatever, and I just pay the one fee, and that's it done. And then it came with free, inverted commas, free TV. So I was like, win-win. So for another $3, yeah, I think I could deal with it.
Cameron, you okay with it? I mean, for $3? Because this is just to begin. I mean, Disney is up in their prices. All these streaming services that people cut the cord to a degree to go to these services so they don't have to deal with watching things they don't want to watch and just being able to watch the thing that they want to watch. Now, all the commercials are going over there. And some of it has to do with the economy. And the other thing is, of course, if you want to advertise, you want to advertise on something that people are actually looking at.
Yes.
So it just makes sense. Just like when theaters first started doing it, I didn't care that much. But now there are so many commercials before you actually get to the.
I like the previews
movie.
because it's all previews for other movies.
But it's commercials.
There are commercials
not
in there
previews.
too. Now like actual commercials for.
I haven't been to a theater in a few months, so.
So Cameron, you okay paying extra for like if Funimation started doing that?
Yes and no. I mean, I do watch enough stuff off of there to where I would probably put a couple extra dollars into it.
What do you guys think? Text line 71307. Let's see. Chris says YouTube TV is testing my patience because they're doing that too.
They're getting worse though.
Yeah. Viper says that if you pay for it like Prime, you shouldn't have to see commercials. I agree.
I agree with
But
you.
now they're throwing in extra fees so you don't have to, and then they'll up the price
They
on
know
that.
they can, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Whenever they can make more money.
And we
Exactly.
talked about this before. You cut the cord, but if you getting so many other services, you end up paying the same, if not more, than what you were for like cable or Dish or Direct or whatever.
Mhm.
You're basically paying the same thing.
Mhm.
Let us take a break. Our final break of the hour. We come back. Let's ask Odie some stuff.
Yeah.
You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD. And continuing live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and the X.
Glad you like that, Stephen.
Want to come back with it? Or?
I like how you said Twitter and X. It was very funny.
Whatever. Turn your music down. That counts.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It does.
If you had noticed it and brought it down, that's one thing. But the fact that I had to notice it.
He always goes bump it when he's angry.
That's all right.
That's not angry.
It's just more like a
No,
beaker thing.
if anger happens, then you'll be like,
yeah. I don't want to see
I
that.
don't. Well,
You know, if you want to see angry, did you know that Cameron's facing the Nerf wall for the first time ever? I don't know if you knew that. Look, he's usually pale. He is not pale at this moment. He's got some color. Look at that. That's some color in there.
red with rage, audience. Red with rage.
He is not a lich. He has color. Leeches. I don't know. How do you say
Why
it?
are you going Italian?
I don't know. Is it
No,
liches?
no.
Is it liches?
That's a phylactery.
Multiple liches. If there's
Hey,
two,
yo, welcome to
two
my
lich.
lair.
or are they is lich?
Lich
plural of
is the
lich.
D&D creature.
Yes, that's
No, I know what a lich is.
Leech with an E.
No, I know that.
is-
No, I'm aware of that. But multiple, if you have one lich over here and another lich over here, so there's two of them.
it's leeches.
Are you talking about Liche?
No, there would be liches
Liche.
rhyming with witches.
No, you're talking about the D&D thing.
Yes.
Okay,
I was
liches.
saying he's not pale today, so he doesn't look like a lich.
Okay, yeah.
So I
So
don't
he's
look like
just
a lich.
liches. No,
I'm just-
normally you look like a lich, but today,
Well, normally I think I look like a vampire.
okay, well, vampire,
A very
lich.
successful
What's
vampire.
the difference between a lich and a vampire?
A
Teeth?
lot.
Teeth.
A
This is-
lich is an undead.
Yeah, so is
A
vampire.
vampire is not an undead.
Vampire
It
are
is
undead. They absolutely
Not-
are.
Not in classifications.
I thought it was. What is
I
it?
don't think
like
they're
a
undead.
monstrosity?
I think
Vampires are undead, dude.
they're humanoid. I'm not like 99% sure. Because they're classified.
So you're looking at D&D, and I'm coming at it from the ancient folklore.
By folklore, yeah, they are undead, but
yeah, no,
D&D
like they're
5e.
they're undead, but I guess I should rephrase this. It's not that they're not technically undead, it's that the visual indications of them being undead are very different. A lich is decomposing.
Right.
True, but a lich-
vampire is
So
not.
lich
a lich
doesn't
is
need to
more
hide.
akin to a zombie then.
Here's the thing: a lich doesn't need to hide. A
I
vampire
don't know
does.
what a lich is. What's a lich?
Well, depending on the vampire.
You don't know what a lich is?
Is it like a little slimy animal you put on your skin and it sucks your
No,
blood
that's a
out?
leech.
That's a leech.
Yeah.
A lich is a wizard typically who gets a little bit power hungry. Basically does a whole bunch of dark rituals, puts his soul into some form of jar or something called a phylactery,
Oh, okay.
and usually wreaks havoc.
He's nodding. He still doesn't get it. He's like, I'm sorry. I
Type
asked.
in
I'm sorry I
D&D
asked.
5e
Maybe-
lich,
Maybe if I look away, it'll stop.
please.
We kind of got a show to do here, buddy. But
We are doing
you
the
have
show.
multiple
This is us
monitors.
doing the show.
You asked the question.
See, Mark says vampires are undead, just like we say vampires
Yeah,
are
but-
undead.
I just want to help you, Odie.
Yeah, no, I'm just the vampires being dead thing though.
No, they're undead.
They're undead.
I'm undead.
No, you're
No, you're
not.
not.
No, you're not.
Am I dead? No. Am I
Right.
Undead?
There's a difference between being dead and being undead.
Well, then no, because what's unalive?
Undead is The Walking Dead.
Unalive is what?
Mark says a
Undead
lich is an
talking
intelligent
about
zombie, for lack of a better
ghosts
term.
and zombies and things like that. That kind of classification.
That's a great question, Cody. What do we want to talk about? Well, we want to ask Odie. This is our Ask Odie segment. If you want to ask Odie something about Ireland, because as we have learned, or I learned when I moved here, that people, and it may just not be here, but if you live somewhere else, you are automatically an expert in all those things. So anything happening, anything happening in Ohio, I can tell you about it. Just like anything that's ever happened and is ongoing right now in Ireland, Odie can tell you about that. So if you have a question for Odie pertaining to things going on in Ireland or Irish or leprechaunish or anything like that associated with Ireland, you can ask that question now at text line 71307 or on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitch or on X. Thank you very much, Matthew. You can ask Odie those questions. My first question for
hold on. Before. And we'll go on.
Way to be honest.
No,
Wait,
100%.
there you go.
Will call it like I do it.
Because I will tell you that I forgot all about it.
I'm not that dude.
Okay, I'm glad to hear it. But he is from Ireland. He knows all things Irish. My first question is, do they have liches in Ireland?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So,
No.
So I have a really important question.
Okay. Yes.
Actually,
Go for it.
So in Ireland, we all know that leprechauns are like super big thing.
Yes. No. They're
What is
small.
the meta? What is the meta around? Not big as in like physically.
Okay, yeah,
I mean
okay.
big as in important.
Mhm.
What is the competitive meta around capturing leprechauns going on in Ireland looking like right now?
Well, you see, what you have to do first of all is you have to go to a pub or a bar, right?
Yeah.
You have to stay in said venue for at least 14 hours. And then you can go and you will actually see the leprechauns to hunt them and catch them.
So
What is it about the 14 hours specifically that makes it the optimal amount of time to then spot the leprechauns?
It's the amount of libations within the system.
Ah, yes, of course. That
Remember-
makes so
Oh,
much
I thought
sense.
I thought that they would just smell the alcohol on you.
Yeah. So my next question is do Irish really have a high tolerance for alcohol? And I think you kind of just answered that.
Well, you see, we do.
Okay.
We do. We have the
Are
tolerance.
you born with that? Is it hereditary, or do you have to work at it?
So here's the thing.
Can you apprenticeship?
Yes.
To the okay.
I did. I served my time as an apprentice.
Okay.
When I was born, people may not know this, but I was born deaf, and I had to get operations on my ears so I could actually hear. I know, it's a radio guy that was born deaf. I didn't talk until I was about 3 because I wasn't able to talk properly, making up for it now. And one of the things that used to calm me down.
I want to say you're welcome.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome, because now you can hear my voice.
I know, and it's just
Yes.
it's like caramel going in my
Isn't
ear,
it though?
in my ear holes.
It's,
And
On
you know,
behalf of Lanza's voice, I'd like to apologize.
It just sticks in there, doesn't it?
oozes
Yes, it does.
inside my ear holes.
Yeah, that's me.
And I'm like an earworm.
That's
wiggling
disgusting.
in there.
All right, so you could not hear,
Could not hear.
until you were 3.
And my grandmother, who has since passed, used to put whiskey onto my
I knew there was a home
pacifier.
remedy
Yeah.
involved.
Put a little hole into the pacifier, put the pacifier down into the whiskey for a few seconds, let a little drop in of whiskey get into the pacifier, and you give it to the child. Well, I'll tell you, lads, I was drunk, but I was happy. And there was no crying. And I was about 6 months old.
And you couldn't
That
hear
does
anything.
not sound like a
it's just
very safe thing
yeah,
to be doing.
It does not.
This was
but-
42 years ago, Matthew.
yeah,
These are different times.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You're saying that doesn't go on right now in Ireland?
Different times doesn't necessarily make the thing that's going on at that time right.
For whiskey, it does.
All right, on the stream.
Whiskey is not an exemption.
Chris,
Yes, it is.
Let's see. First, Viper Dave has a question for Odie in the Ask Odie segment. He would like to know, who is the most hated Irish person in all of their history, and why is it Bono?
Well, you see, it's not Bono. It was Bono, but then Conor McGregor came along. So there you go. He took the title from Bono. Bono was standing going, "Hey, mister, I'm standing here clapping and making children die. And now I'm going to hand over to Conor McGregor." And Conor came up and he's like, "All right, I am a hated person and I'm going to box even though I can't fight at all. But look at, that's the way things go." You know how hard I'm trying not to say any bad words?
Yeah, because it's hard to do a
Yeah.
Connor impersonation without dropping some bombs.
Hard to
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
clean one, yeah.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor is now, he's not, we're a little bit kind of like, yeah.
I thought he was
okay,
a great representation of your people.
get out.
I got to say,
And now I'm going to shoot you harder.
Oh, bring it.
I've always kind of liked
Make it
Conor
as hard
McGregor,
as you can.
So, but it's just his brashness and his used to be
Yeah,
have the ability to fight. Lately.
we don't do that. We're not that. We're
You're not really.
no.
You're not. You don't talk like that. You don't talk like Conor
You
McGregor.
don't talk like that at all?
No, not at all. Okay.
I am a floaty little light little butterfly.
That's what you are. All right. Chris says, Odie, do Vikings still raid Ireland?
Yes, but we call them tourists.
It's
Very accurate.
It says. Nah, never mind.
We feed them with Guinness. You know, all the money that the Vikings and all the jewels and gold and all that the Vikings stole.
Jules. He said Jules.
He said Jules.
There's an L in there.
Oh, sorry, jewels
Thank you.
that the Vikings stole. You know,
Oh,
I'm just trying to help out here. That's what I
Oh,
do.
jeez.
I'm here for interpretation. That's all.
we're taking them back.
It's just an accent thing. It's just an
It's
accent
just an
thing.
accent thing.
He's not front me. Forgive him.
Listen, LexCorp, we can play you back the tape. We're good.
Yes, we have the tape. Jewels,
Jules.
like in Verne. Jules Verne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or run the jewels.
20,000 leagues
Yeah,
under the sea, I believe.
Under
Yeah.
the sea.
Yes.
Down where it's wetter. You might need a sweater.
Stop it.
Under the sea.
And I think
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
let's move swiftly on.
Okay. My next question is: are all Irishmen fishermen?
Oh, no.
Okay. But
No.
do you know how to fish?
Yes, I know how to fish.
Okay. So that's going against what you just said.
So
Why?
far of the
Because you live
Irishmen
on
you
an
know-
island. So
Yeah, but a lot of Irish people fish, but then a lot of Irish people don't fish. I mean, my mother has never fished.
okay.
So, I mean,
I said Irishmen, but I mean, if you want, I mean,
I have-
I
I
thought
have-
it was specific when I said that, but you know,
no, it's actually Atlantic. It's Atlantic. It's in the Atlantic, not the Pacific.
is that a dad joke?
Oh, that's a dad joke.
That's a dad joke, right?
Yeah, for him it is.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Here's the thing. You and I can't do dad jokes because we're too cutting.
Okay, all right.
We're
So,
too mean.
so you can't be sarcastic and do a dad joke.
I mean,
I don't know. I
you
don't know
can
how to
try to
not
be-
be sarcastic. I don't think Matthew knows how to not be sarcastic.
Yeah,
either.
like Matthew will never be able to do a dad joke.
but that's fine. You know,
no,
I'm sorry.
dad jokes. No.
No,
He-
I'm not sarcastic.
he didn't mean in the literal sense. He just meant yeah. Anyway, so
So Odie,
Yes.
butter?
Huh?
Butter.
is Irish butter
Irish
better?
butter.
I forgot about that.
Irish
Yeah.
butter.
Oh my God, he's
Oh
standing
God,
up.
why is he
It
standing?
at-
is the
it's-
most
it's-
amazing.
He's about to salute, ladies
It
and
is. I
gentlemen.
tell you one thing.
With
now.
his
No,
American
I'm going to
flag.
turn all these microphones because Irish butter. It is made from cows that only eat green grass of the Irish hills, and it's a way of life. It is not just a thing. It is not something that you put on to bread. It is something that you introduce to bread. You give it to the bread, and the bread thanks you for it. And you put it on your potatoes. And when your potatoes are swimming in Irish butter, they're happy potatoes. This has been a word from Kerrygold.
I get whatever butter's on sale at the store when
Yeah,
I
I
need
mean,
more.
you know, I just sometimes I even eat margarine. I just, you know,
I feel like I should have had a lyre for that or something
whatever
just to
she-
make some music.
lyre as in as in a stringed instrument.
Yes.
You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right
Mike
here on News
Davids.
Talk 98.9 WRD. When we come back, more stuff. Yeah, and we're also still live on Facebook, YouTube, and the other stuff.
Twitch and Twitter.
Yeah.
X, it's gonna
Switching
get
in X. Yeah.
Always X.
All I'm saying,
You're just saying.
Twitter.com.
That was so
Yes.
Still
I,
works.
yes, I know.
Yeah.
For now,
Oh, yo.
but when he changes that eventually, that it won't work anymore. So there.
That was a funny segment. What did you think I said? What did it
We
sound
can't
like?
say it.
A different, a bunch of people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, this is what it sounded like. It did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why we covered so much.
Trust me, I have to do the same somewhere else.
Yeah.
When someone doesn't say all of a word or doesn't say enunciate in a way that, I mean,
That's kind of funny.
yeah, it was funny. For now, I mean, hopefully it remains funny. You know.
Well, even if it,
No, we're good. We're good.
Hit Willie.
Well,
Go on, you hit Will.
But he won't go home. So
I'm gonna take
Willy won't go home because he can't, but you know that Willy.
yeah, I got you. I apologize for the brief moment of not speaking. I need a respite and a reason to say the word respite because that word is not used enough. Matthew, do you ever say the word respite?
No.
I think it's maybe another one of those words that's more of a literary term.
It really is.
That's
Like-
probably why I say
Like
it.
saying the weather is sultry. No, it's not. It's just hot. It might have some humidity to it, but sultry is more of a literary term describing a female more than likely,
More than likely.
or a voice.
My voice?
Yes. You have a sultry.
I've been described as sultry before.
My voice is so sultry.
At least that's what Mona said.
Lisa?
Yeah, Mona
Okay.
Lisa. You
All right.
met her?
Okay. No, I've seen her photograph.
And me and Leo were really good friends.
DiCaprio?
No, Da Vinci.
Ah,
Of course, he had a
Gesundheit.
whole thing with those assassins and Ezio and all that, but I wasn't really a part of that story.
when does Mirage come out?
No idea.
I don't want it to come out anytime soon.
We got enough to.
Yeah, I got
Chris,
too much.
That's what we're talking about. Starfield, we're in, and we're doing stuff, but
Yeah.
I've barely scratched the surface on that game.
But first, when we get to video games, I'm gonna have to ask Matthew to help me with something. So but I'm waiting for him to be here to give me exact instructions on how to do something, and I'm sure it will be concise and simplified in a way that I would get it and be able to do it. So I can't wait for that.
To the point.
Farming at an output. You know what? I decided to take a break from the main story and build a base, but I'm still having some problems with material. So I decided to go take a bounty and try to take out a dude. And the problem is that where he is holed up at, there's like 20,000 robots, including some that look like what was that robot animal thing that you were into a lot when you were like a kid?
Zoids.
They're Zoids. Yes.
You're fighting Zoids?
No, they're Zoids. Dude, they're Zoids. They look like that and they can jump like onto the story
know.
where you're at. Yeah. So I'm fighting Zoids, and I found out that Zoids don't go down with a cutlass. And my guns suck.
Why are you trying to hit it with a cutlass?
Because I'm a cutlass guy, all right?
I'm a cutlass guy now. I use cutlasses.
I'm a melee guy, okay? Yes, a melee guy can exist, but not against robots, because robots are difficult.
If there's any line that gets taken out of context in this entire show, robots are difficult. I feel like should be one of them.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is anyone with the name Sergey? Don't you just automatically think supervillain? Sergey.
Yeah, kind of.
Think of like a Russian arms dealer.
Yeah.
He's on like a NATO.
See that the same thing, Dave. I went for the pistol thing, and my pistols work really well against humanoids, but not against robots.
I found a really good revolver. I found a really good shotgun, which is like
I got a good shotgun, but the thing is, it's double barrel, and I'm getting hacked up while I'm reloading.
Breach shotguns are really good. I found a legendary breach shotgun that does like 200 something damage.
Does it have like a rotary on it or anything, or
No.
is it a pump?
It what's that trapezoidal mag? If
Matthew knows what it is, I'm sure.
yes,
A trapezoidal mag.
A what?
trapezoidal magazine.
I've never heard of that before.
So do you not know your polygons?
Well, I know what a trapezoid is, but I mean, like, what kind of magazine are you talking about?
I'm talking about a gun on Starfield. So I'm trying to figure out like what the actual magazine is called, because like different shapes and stuff are different things.
Oh, okay.
Like a drum magazine, something like that,
Yeah,
or extended.
I don't know. I ended up dropping Starfield, so
Oh, no.
News Talk 98.9 WORD.
Welcome into the Nerd Hour. President Lonzo here. Odie, president as in present. I'm not
okay.
President Lonzo, because I
Oh,
couldn't.
do we get to do made up titles?
No,
I'm Grand Poobah Pepe.
There you
Hey.
go, Grand Poobah.
Hello, Grand Poobah.
And also Odie is here and Matthew is here. I don't know what their titles are.
Dr. Odie.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Oh,
Apparently
God, not
no-
that kind of doctor.
Apparently no one was the other night.
I call him Dr. Love.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have Kiss in Ireland?
Well, we call it shifting, but yeah.
Okay.
No,
That sounds like that
A
chafes.
French kiss in Ireland is called a shift. That's what it
Okay.
is. When you're going, you walk up, you go to a nightclub and you walk, or as we call them, a disco. You go to disco and you walk up to a girl and you say, "How are you? My friend thinks you're hot. Will you shift him?" And she'll probably look at Odie and say no. And that was my life until I got to about 25 and I actually grew. I was very small for quite a while. I don't know
He
why.
was a wee little fella.
I was a wee little lad. I was the height of a leprechaun.
At a certain age, you just suddenly get attractive.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Really?
You know,
Yeah,
it'll
'cause,
happen.
It just sort of happens.
I've heard tell about that, but I'm not quite sure that that's true. All right. Before we get to some other things, including video games, we're going to talk a little Ahsoka.
Do I hear music? No.
There might be some bleed going on. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't hear
I
anything.
don't hear anything.
A
Maybe I'm
major.
hearing things.
I did hear a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Something happened in the world of wrestling. We're not going to. Other than I will mention wrestling for one reason, and that's that Cameron's facing a Nerf wall at the end of the show. For the
Did you
very
stop
first
with
time.
that?
No, it's called teasing. That's what you're supposed to. It's a radio thing. You got
Me or the audience?
The audience.
both? Yeah,
Teasing
Matthew's
forward.
right. Yes, that's what
Rule
we're doing.
one.
You know?
Rule two.
It's not often I'm the butt of these, but it just
So there are some names that we won't be talking about anymore for wrestling. There was a big merger between the company that owns UFC and the WWE. They bought them. And as happens when a merger happens, they consolidate and they find out, we got too many of the same, positions. So like 100 office personnel got fired. And then we waited because we knew that there would start being cuts for wrestlers. So here are some of the names that were cut so far. And a lot of these guys and girls were not on TV for a while. So
Do you want some cut music?
it's not surprising. No, I don't need no cut music.
Okay.
The first one is Abuli Abadi Fitzgerald.
A very good friend of mine.
Yeah, I was just saying that because of a reason. Brooklyn Barlow, Alexis Gray, Daniel MacArthur, Kevin Ventura Cortez, Bryson Montana, Quincy Elliott. Okay, so that's the first name that I recognize. Quincy Elliott was a large black dude that said he was a diva. Let's see, Ulisa Leon, Ikimanjiro, which is he had jackets and he was a big goofball, and I really like Ikimanjiro. Shanky is gone, so no more Shanky dancing. Shanky is an Indian wrestler, I believe, who was 7 foot tall. Daba Kato, who used to win Underground, is gone. I know you guys, but some people get, I don't care.
No,
I don't need to apologize. You guys can
Not
just sit
even
back.
slightly.
Mansoor is gone. Marseille is gone. Rick Boogs. All right. So I will tell you, Rick Boogs is one that really upset Rob Brown from the Rob Brown Show. Boogs being gone. Top Dollar is gone.
is Tuesday gone.
Dollar.
Leah is gone. Riddick Moss is gone. Emma is gone. Mustafa Ali is gone. That's
Really,
yes.
Mustafa's gone.
All right. So that's a big name. Elias, no longer with the company.
Really?
Elias admitted that he was actually also his brother on his way out. So yes,
He was
yes.
his own brother.
Yes. He shaved his beard and pretended like he was his brother. And it was a big deal. It was pretty funny, actually. Shelton Benjamin's gone. And then the last two are big names that are gone. Dolph Ziggler is gone. And he had been with the company for over 20 years, won many a title. He was a guy when they just needed someone to throw in there to get a good match out. Was gone. But the biggest one so far that is gone, Matt Riddle was let go yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Bro.
It is a big deal, but last week Matt Riddle was accused I believe it was Washington Airport security of fondling him. And there was
hold
an
on.
investigation and a bunch of stuff like that. He was his whole deal is being a bro.
Bro?
Yes.
So he-
In every sense of the word.
So he went into the airport
So
and they followed him.
He apparently was
Apparently, bro.
he was not sober when he made all these accusations.
Okay.
And there have been several other problems. So him being let go is a big blow to a degree because a lot of people like Matt Riddle. I like Matt Riddle. I really did, but I am not surprised he's let go. Hopefully that's the end of that. Because when two big companies merge, that's the sort of thing that happens. People start losing their jobs. It's unfortunate. Some of those guys will get picked up by by another company like AEW or Impact or something like that, and some of them may have to move on and do something else. And
What do they do? Like, what do ex-wrestlers or wrestlers that leave wrestling, what do they do?
Some of them become John Cena or The Rock. And
but
become
that's-
some of the biggest stars in the entire world.
That's two of them.
You know, Matthew may know nothing about wrestling, but I'm guessing he's heard of John Cena or The Rock.
I don't think
I'm
he's
sorry, who? What?
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't
Dun, dun,
seen
dun,
John
dun.
Cena, but he's heard of him.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. Look at it's one of those things where I don't know what the whole John Cena can't be seen thing, and I'm kind of afraid to ask. Except
No, it's
I'm
just
not.
a thing that he apparently used to do. It's you can't see me.
Look,
And
look,
so people
look.
just took. Yeah,
Matthew knows that.
I know that because it's a huge thing
Right.
online.
Even Matthew knew this.
Yeah.
So
No,
Even
no,
Matthew.
no.
It's just a thing that he
You
used to
can't.
do. And
Why
people
this
just
is
kinda
not
took
a
it
crack
him.
on you. It's a crack to certain other people who probably wouldn't be smart enough to listen to this show.
The internet just
Who
took it and
who
just kinda
dog
ran
wrestling
with it.
all the time.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, some people might
They're
actually be
like,
in this building.
yes, we can't see you. You're invisible, and that's the
Ah.
joke. That's it.
Which
It's a
is
fun
the whole
running
joke.
It's kind of. I think it's kind of funny.
Is it kind of like when I send photographs of outdoor stores to Ireland when I show all of the camouflage gear? I'm like, oh no, this poor store is selling nothing.
It's literally that
Yes,
exact same.
it's-
joke.
it's
the
exactly what it
exact
is.
Same
Yeah.
joke.
Gotcha.
By the way, I don't have a problem with that. You know, little goofy things.
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean,
But no, I just didn't know what it was.
I
Oh,
enjoyed the
goes.
joke, but I have a tolerance level where I will get sick of it very quickly because I see it so much.
I think the same thing is going to happen to you. I'm pointing at
what?
you.
That Matthew's going to get sick of me?
no.
I feel like
These-
that happened months ago.
These mic flags are they were not placed on correctly,
I think
and all the foam inside is bent on one side.
Yep.
And I usually don't touch my mic. I just bumped it.
Yep.
Because I'm a little off today. I know it's hard to tell. And so I bumped my mic and there it fell on the keyboard. Luckily, we're still on stream, which is which is
That would've
surprising because
I'm not going to say anything because if anything happens, my mic flag, you never know what's going to happen. So I'm not saying anything.
like, you do not.
I know.
All
I
right.
think Odie is great with his microphone and that his flag definitely won't fall off at
It
any
won't,
point in the show.
Yes. not-
Unless I'm standing up and making a speech about butter.
yes.
Another declaration
But
about butter.
Here's the thing: if you're going to make a declaration
Butter
about
declaration.
butter, you've got to stand up. All
I
right,
think
we're
you
gonna
do.
we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk some video games because I have a question. I need help from Matthew, and he's the only one I know who can help me. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right
Upstate
here
Pulse, yeah.
on News Talk
Oh, yeah.
98.9 WRD.
Upstate
By the
Pulse.
way,
Matthew is dancing.
He almost did it.
we found
You almost got him.
sleeveless turtlenecks. They are out there, and
That's-
they're not that expensive.
That satisfies me in all the ways.
Now the question
That's the
is,
best face.
would Matthew wear a sleeveless turtleneck? Find out
Matthew.
on the stream on YouTube, Twitch, VX, Facebook. Yeah, and that too. So, Matthew,
Yeah.
would you wear a sleeveless turtleneck?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, all right. You wouldn't be alone. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll all be wearing them too.
Not one of those things that's like, oh no, I would never do that. It's just like,
No, just
Well,
for
yeah.
just for a picture for our German disco.
For a photo shoot, Matthew.
Also for photo shoot, I got to organize it, and Odie said that he'd be able to do it. Is I want to take a Christmas album photo of all of us before the Christmas special with a nice Christmas mug or a nice sweater or something, whatever you want to wear for the thing. And we're going to do it in 80s sitcom style. Have you seen the 80s sitcom pictures?
Yeah.
So we'll all be in various nice little poses, and we may even make postcards out of it. Yeah,
think
I
we should
mean,
make Christmas cards out of it.
we could make Christmas cards. We could.
We should definitely
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Now, should we
And
phone
if we do, we may be able to find a way where you, the listeners, can pick some up. if you want.
Yes,
It's possible.
we will do the Upstate Pulse Christmas cards for our beautiful listeners.
If you get me a sweater that says something like "I heart Santa" or
Wait.
I
You want me to buy you something? You don't have something already?
no, I don't. I don't know any. The only sweaters I have are like just regular sweaters. I have
By the way, it doesn't have to be a sweater because I swore I would never wear a sweater again in my entire life. So, I mean, there's that because I don't live in Ohio anymore and I don't have to wear sweaters.
Is Seamus not still?
Seamus is still wrestling.
Yeah. What are you on about, Jason? I mean, come on, man. Seriously.
Yeah. No, what he's saying is Dave Finlay in his prime versus Sheamus, and Sheamus is still technically in his prime. I mean, he's not winning championships right now, but he could.
That guy
easily.
is so white.
If you watch,
like
he has major workout videos, and he works out with a bunch of other people.
But he is the whitest white
pale.
person.
He's very pale.
He's transparent.
Yes. And
if you ever see
he dyes his hair that red, by the way. It's not really that red.
If you ever see his entrance live, it literally blinds the entire audience.
His hair is that red. I have to dye mine on that red.
No, he dyes his hair.
He doesn't.
I guarantee you he dyes his hair. Okay, whatever, dude.
Who knows everything about all the people in Ireland and everything that's happening in Ireland?
You're right. I'm arguing with an expert.
Look.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
He's going to get up and make another declaration.
I will declare that all Irish people are redheads.
Okay, all right.
We're
Come back with the video game intro if you have time to get it in there. I saved all my energy for the show, and then afterwards, I'm just going to crash big time. John Cena versus Magnum TA. Nah, I'm not. I'm going with Cena.
Well, I mean, Magnum used to
Cena is the greatest of all time in WWE. It bothers people, but he's won more WWE championships
Isn't that the guy with the mustache?
than even Ric Flair. Yes, Magnum TA.
Had a mustache, and he lived in like Robert's house, and there was dogs always chasing after him, and he drove a Ferrari.
No, that's Magnum PI. Yeah.
That's who I thought it was.
Yeah. Magnum TA was a wrestler back in the day.
Is he related to Magnum PI?
Well, I don't know, but Magnum PI used to break
marriage.
the fourth wall. Magnum broke the fourth wall so many times, especially when he was with the girls in the bikinis and he'd be hugging them and whatever, and he'd like look at the camera and like, oh yeah, this is happening.
As you do.
As you do.
I'm sure he went, oh man, I'm sorry, I messed that take up. We gotta do that again. My mustache is off just a little bit.
I forgot my lines, but
makeup. Can you come here? Can you take care?
My mustache fell off. We need to fix that.
Oh yeah, but Tom, you didn't have any lines in that one. You just had to touch your like.
Chris, I'm talking about the greatest champion of all time. It would be John Cena. He has more titles than anybody. Yes, even more so than Ric Flair, because Ric Flair's titles are counted even though he didn't win a bunch of them in the WWE.
Get over here.
Shale Gorath is my hero. Anyway.
Is that not the Motaro scream at the end of it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's one of those screams. I don't think it's the Wilhelm scream, but it's
one of those.
Wilhelm
scream
screams.
is a much higher.
Yeah. It's just one of those screams. I found that on purpose because the OG Chris Evans could tell you every exact scream, and apparently so can you guys. To me, it's just I hear that scream a lot. I didn't realize there were names of, but I got that one specifically to put in there, and it's actually from StarCraft.
Do you know?
Yeah, when you click on the Academy, it does that.
It's from StarCraft.
That's gone. Okay. I was going to make a Gregorian chant joke, but now
those are Ronsos.
Now I chant.
You know
Those
the
are big
Ronsos?
cat people.
Yeah, now you chant.
Yep.
I get it. That's a dad joke, right?
That's a dad joke.
I believe that's a dad joke. Okay, all right. Starting to recognize them. Not sure I'll ever do one, but starting to recognize.
Again, it depends on the source.
Yeah. All right. So Microsoft had a major problem, and it had a major leak. And
some seepage.
Yes, seepage definitely happened. Seepage of information, and now we know that they are in the midst of remastering Oblivion, which yes, remastering Fallout 3 and Dishonored 3 and more. So,
but okay, so Fallout 3 was a fantastic game.
All right, see, and I never played 3. I tried to, but I played 4 first. And because the graphics on 4 were so much better than 3, I went back and tried to play 3, and it has a different play style and a different way to do things. And it was throwing me off to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep playing 4.
So here's the thing. Why would they remaster? Now, I know, yes, I get it. It was a fantastic
Have you played
game.
Skyrim's Anniversary Edition and the remaster of that and how beautiful that is?
No.
Have you played Skyrim and Skyrim Legendary Edition and Skyrim Anniversary Edition and Skyrim VR Edition and Skyrim? I just felt like releasing another version of Skyrim Edition.
Yes, yes. I own all of those.
I played the Elder Scrolls when they came out first, and I liked it.
Elder Scrolls 1 or 2?
7.
Okay, no, you haven't played 7 yet.
5
I didn't know that you were 30 years in the future.
Yeah, you're way in the future.
I think you're lowballing that. 40.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, what is Skyrim then? Skyrim is 5, is it?
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 5. So I played when it came out first, and I was like, this is a good game. I enjoy it. And then they brought out. No, they didn't bring out. Did they bring out number 6?
No, that's coming out.
They showed us a PNG of an open field and said that 6 is coming soon, like 5 or 6 years ago, or that they were going to start on it.
Yeah, in the leak, I think it's 2026 when we'll finally get it.
Is it not just beating a dead horse?
No. As far as Elder Scrolls goes, they're in different areas of that world. So it's not like you're going to the same area every time. You can revisit some things like the Isles and things like that.
Older Elder Scrolls games, specifically Elder Scrolls 2, you could go over all of Tamriel. Mm-hmm.
That was just like, word-based, wasn't it?
No, it was.
Was it 8-bit?
No.
I thought it was pretty old.
It's very old.
Yeah.
But it was
it was the one before Elder Scrolls.
I don't know what those kinds of RPGs are called. It's the fake 3D kind of thing. But it
kind
was
of like Doom or Wolfenstein.
No, I got you. But that's right in the very beginnings of those kind of games.
Yeah, so they were the first persons.
Yeah, it was
the original first person.
It was first person.
Well, what was the one? Wasn't there one before Skyrim where you fought? You didn't just like in Skyrim. If you have all the capabilities, you can go in, all guns blazing, axes flying, spells being cast.
The one before that was Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
And was that?
And there was one before that,
which was Morrowind.
So
which was the one where you had to almost take turns to fight? Was that the Elder Scrolls Oblivion?
It's not Elder Scrolls.
Not Oblivion.
Maybe 2 was like that. I
think maybe Arena was.
Yeah,
I think Arena was.
I remember
Morrowind wasn't exactly that way, but it was
my favorite part about
you kind of just stand there and attack, and like there was like a speed stat kind of thing.
Yes, missed 20 times.
But, you miss rat 20 times, it hits you once, and you die from poison.
Yes.
That kind of stuff. That's good old.
My favorite part about Morrowind though is when you would sell stuff, and the person you're selling it to suddenly is wearing all the gear that you sold them. I just always thought that was.
I
awesome.
like the fact when you go into a place, you go into a bar where they serve beer and mead and all that kind of stuff, and you sell them a sword. I just always
what am I going to do with this?
You're going to buy it off me. That's what you're going to do.
Well, dude, I mean, they need protection. Why not gear up the bouncer? I mean,
you could take an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, but then you have to be a guard.
I got a new sword for you.
Then you have to be a guard. So I mean, that's how that works. So
or a nerf.
So anyway, I want to play 3 because I've heard about the story. And that's really good. Yeah, but I would like to play it with upgraded graphics and things like that. So I think that would be cool.
Not Fallout 3. Fallout 3 story is garbage.
I thought Fallout 3 was good.
Yeah,
I think Fallout 3 is awful.
I think you're spoiled because of New Vegas.
Yeah,
New Vegas is really good. The OG 2 Fallout games are really great. Fallout 3. The story is just really, really bad.
All right. So I don't want to run out of time because I've been waiting for you to be here for this.
Okay.
All right. First of all, the latest Baldur's Gate 3 update. It's patch happened yesterday, which now you have a mirror. You can have a mirror in your camp and you can change.
Yep. They brought that over from Divinity Original Sin 2.
So apparently that's a big deal that people get upset about their appearance and they want to change it mid-game. The bad part is you can't change anybody else's, just yours.
No
'Cause
origin characters.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to change one of those
There's
characters.
mods for that though.
Which is what I want to talk to you about. I've been looking at mods. I would love to be able to take out a full party with me instead of leaving people, and there are mods for that.
Yep,
there,
there's a mod for that.
There are beauty mods. I don't understand how to do a mod on computer. I don't understand.
There
how
are
to do
tutorials for it. The easiest way to do it is to create an account on the Nexus and to download Vortex Mod Manager, because Vortex lacks some of the features that something like Mod Manager 2 has that lets you be more precise with your load order and your plugins. But it's a really good entry level mod organization application where basically all you have to do is download the mods that you want using the Mod Manager download option on Nexus. It'll download into Vortex, and then you just click the prompt for install and click the prompt for enable. And now there are a few mods that require a few extra certain things, such as a script extender. The script extender for Baldur's Gate 3 is really, really easy to install. All you have to do is download the zip for it, grab the DLL file, and put it in the bin in your Baldur's Gate 3 folder.
See, I can't find my folder. I know how old man that sounds of me, but I cannot find the folder. I keep looking for it and can't find it because I've looked at some other ways.
It's really easy. All you got to do, go on to Steam, go open up Steam on your computer, right click it, go into properties, and there's
right click where?
Right click. Go right click the actual name of the thing on the list of your library. Right click Baldur's Gate 3, you'll get a drop down. You want to click properties. In that properties window that pops up, one of the options is going to be local files. If you click that, there's an option that just is just to take you to the folder where it is installed.
Okay, because I thought I understood how to do mods themselves, but I couldn't figure out where that folder was. I was looking because I've watched a couple videos and they're like, just drag this into this folder and this will do this. And it's like, I can't find the folder. And okay, all right. Yep. I've been waiting weeks for this to happen, but I wanted to do it on the air so in case other people are having this problem. And I know you use mods a lot on computer, and I never have. So I use mods a lot on like Xbox on Bethesda games because it's easy. But I've never, and I'm concerned that if I mess with mods, it will mess up the base game because I'll put the file in the wrong place and it will cause the game to not work.
Do you need to be on live to use mods on Xbox?
I don't know anything about modding Xbox.
Because I know there is mods for some of the games, and I've heard about them and I've seen what they can do, but I've never actually put one onto it.
Like, I don't know anything about modding on console,
the only
on
thing,
PC.
Yeah, the only thing that it does is it will cancel out your achievements. But I mean,
just download an achievement enabler mod, easy.
You got all these. I mean, yeah.
But see, this is why I'm asking him because I know he knows a lot.
He's
as far as like Bethesda stuff, there is a thing where there's Creation Club and then there's mods, and you go to mods and you just start downloading this stuff. You have a limited amount of space, so you can only do some. But it's like so many gig.
Yeah, there's
so
a couple gigabytes.
So you got a good amount of space that you can do that.
I like going to gigs.
Yes. I would like to play a gig. I don't like
on
going to
PC.
gigs.
The only limiting factor is the number of plugins.
Yeah.
And maybe how much space you got.
I was going to say, I'm surprised.
I mean, your hard drive space, sure, but
do you think that Larian at some point will add a little bit better mod support? Or
they have some pretty good mod support, but what they did back in Divinity Original Sin 2 was they literally released official compilations of certain mods that people really liked, and we're like, here, just have this, it's free.
That's what.
Yeah.
See, that's what
they got approval from all the mod authors, and we're like, can we just throw this into the official game? And they were like, absolutely.
That's what Bethesda did, but then they tried to charge for Creation Club, and then they've given
Larian
Studios
is awesome and super cool, and they do all that for free because they're just that awesome.
There's a game.
I don't know. Back in the day, they weren't that good. There was a couple games early on that I got from them, and it's like
from Larian.
Yeah, that was really, really bad, but I still played it anyway.
The original Divinity.
The original Divinity was
first couple Divinity games definitely were a little.
So if mods make games better, like I don't, do they make them better?
All right, here's the thing: if you play through a game, and you like it, but you want to play some more, like the Bethesda stuff. People are making entire other stories, or if you want to play through as a
Skyrim has almost become an engine for game development
Mhm.
rather than a game itself to a certain degree in the mod space.
The fact that that game was out, what, 12 years ago, 11
Yeah.
years ago, and it's still going strong because of mods.
So
Oh, yeah.
why do the gaming companies not hire these mod guys?
Oh, they
do
do.
some.
They do.
Yeah.
Ah,
Bethesda
okay.
has hired a lot of mod authors for their games.
And to that end, if you are an aspiring person who wants to get into games, you build a good mod, you're going to get that attention because they're going to see how many times it's been downloaded. And
And they obviously don't mind it. They don't mind that
No.
you're improving their game.
no.
No,
Okay.
Technically, it's still making them money because
Bethesda's games, I always talk about how bare bones they are a lot and how I feel like they're lacking in their base capacity. But as much as I don't like that it feels like mods are having to make up for it, I do greatly enjoy the support that Bethesda does give to the modding community
Okay.
and how open
Chris
they
says
make
he
it.
needs to pay a guy to do it for him.
I kind of would as well, just listening to Matthew. But the thing is I'm not a
It's
huge
one of those
gamer.
things that's super visual to do. So explaining it is a little
Yeah.
when you're not
Well,
in front of the computer.
As
but
far as that
yeah.
goes, there was another guy sitting in this room with me when you explained it to me. So if there's anything that I didn't get, I'm sure that other guy got it. That same guy will be facing the Nerf wall in about, I don't know, 15,
maybe that guy
20
won't be
minutes.
helping you with mods because of the Nerf
probably
wall.
not. Probably not. So yeah, I mean, I've had these arguments with Chris Evans about, well, if the game isn't good enough in the first place, is you have to put mods into it. And I try to explain to him it enhances the game and it will also add something to the game, so it will make you want to play it more. Because even if sometimes you play a game, all right, I beat it, let's move on.
There are plenty of mods, especially for, like I mentioned, Bethesda games that do feel like things that should have already been in the game.
Yeah.
A lot of patches and things like that fix and stabilize the game that you see in a lot of those Bethesda games. But there's also things that simply add content that wasn't necessary, but is just extra and cool. So for Baldur's Gate 3 specifically, most of the mods that I have are expanding character customization options and adding additional custom classes and expanded content that isn't in the base 5e, which is the only content that they put into Baldur's Gate 3. So the base player's handbook classes, there's been a lot of like Xanathar's races and classes and things like that. A couple of custom classes. Someone made a Red Mage class from the Final Fantasy series, specifically based off of the Final Fantasy 14 MMO that I've been really enjoying, because I love that kind of stuff, specifically because I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for at least 8-9 years at this point, I think. So I've played all of those classes, not all of them necessarily in video game form, but there is a lot of similarities. So having that extra experience in different things that I haven't experienced in Dungeons and Dragons is really awesome.
The other thing about it is you pay a certain amount of money for a game, and these things allow you to play the game further. That makes the game cheaper in a way, because you spend so much time in the game. It's like you paid pennies for it for the amount of time
for the hours that you put into
that you're paying. All right, I got two more video game questions before we go to break. Well, one is a statement. Because of Starfield, I believe they need to bring back instruction manuals, and I think they need to put them somewhere where people can go, oh, that's how you do that. I mean, some people are like, oh yeah, I guess you could say the internet is an instructional manual, because so many people play through and go, here's how you do this. Here's how you do this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, how do I farm? They don't tell me how to farm. I'm just supposed to figure that out. How do I link this iron thing that brings up iron from the ground to this bin that I want to collect it? How do I then take the iron from that bin, put it in my ship, and take it somewhere to sell it? How do I do all that stuff? I don't know unless I go online and see that someone else figured out how to do it.
That's one way to go about it. But also, if you look around at all the different buttons that like pop up, like your UI, it'll say different commands and stuff, and you can
Not
go
to
from
mention,
there.
especially in Starfield, like I'm not going to sit here and act like it's got bad base design as far as like in teaching you how to play. I don't want you to give me a bunch of pop-ups with here's how this works.
No, see, that's not what I'm asking
but
for.
They have a very much more natural way.
I'm asking for an
they show you how to mine and things like that in the tutorial.
I want tutorials. Who does that? I want.
Well, you have to do it.
I
Like,
want
you
to
literally
you
are forced to
want a
mine in order to
2005
progress the
hardback
flags.
book that you can buy in a store. And
No,
you can read through
it doesn't have to be something I could buy. I can go to this site and there's the manual, and I can pay just like
I
when you're trying to
love
fix your
old
lawnmower.
Guidebooks and stuff
Guidebooks
like
were
that
just
too.
Yeah.
I
Out
still
of
have some of
Space,
my
the
old.
Starfield
I have a Dragon
edition.
Quest 9 guidebook. I have a bunch of different Pokemon game guidebooks still.
Yeah, people online, including Viper, says he loves old guidebooks. All right, the last thing, stinking Phantom Liberty comes out next week, and I got too many games. And from what I understand, Phantom Liberty is supposed to, and there's a patch update. This is for Cyberpunk that makes a better ending, makes the game. All these people are reviewing and saying this is what the game should have been when it first came out. And do I want to pay the $30? I'm going to eventually, but do I want to do it right now? I'm still loving Baldur's Gate 3 and playing it more than I'm playing Starfield. I have to do Starfield in spurts because I get frustrated because I don't know how to do some things. Once I learn those, I'll be better, but I'm being impatient. Do you add a third game when you're already playing two? I mean, it's still going to be there later.
I mean, do whatever you feel like having interest in, really, at that point.
But I'm afraid if I do that it will take away from the interest of the other two games that I'm playing. Can I add a third game?
Just focus on the other two.
It looks really cool, though. It looks really cool.
And keep it on the back burner. Wait for reviews to come out after.
And I just got some birthday money, and so I kind of want.
Here's the thing: you can always buy it and then just play it later.
I could. You're right. That's how that works. All right. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
So I'll say I'm probably going to do some modding tomorrow on Blades and Sorcery since they've updated the crap out of that game to where now
I'm pretty sure I understand what Matthew said. And it was just a matter of me finding out where the files are because I looked on the computer itself, and then I realized it has to be something with Steam. I just didn't know where to find it in Steam.
Steam does have a good option.
And I will start by adding like one thing and see if it works. I'm not going to add like 25 and go, why is it not working?
Yeah, it's best to take it slow.
Come back with Roundtable.
But the only thing that you need to manually put in is that script extender. And there's not a ton of mods that require the script extender yet.
Probably not the best way to make money, Chris.
Yeah, but we all got blood. Why not?
Is that technically blood money?
I guess it would be. Well, kind of.
Selling your plasma is more profitable.
I hear you can also sell like your marrow.
Why am I hearing anime marrow?
Marrow. Your marrow. You can sell your marrow.
I'm gonna sell you marrow.
Happy birthday, Lonzo.
Hello.
Comes in from 690.
I have a friend that
No, it's Biden at the end of that promo always throws me off.
Plasma goes into where it is they go into, but
do they get orange juice and cookies?
I think they.
That's what they do in movies. So I
I
don't
like
know.
orange juice and cookies.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know why that combination, but it's just
Milk and orange juice, yeah.
what kind of orange juice?
Milk and orange juice, yes.
Milk and orange juice. Okay, all right. I thought we were going back to the name of the butter again for some reason.
I know. That's what he was.
Chris says yes, it is blood money.
That's what
So
he was going after too,
What's
but they
blood
couldn't
money?
go blood because it was a children's cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They couldn't say
I just
So they went with
never. I don't like
plasma.
needles.
Yeah.
So
that's how
and-
they got around.
yeah,
it.
the blood. You don't want
It's
my
like how
blood.
Deathstroke was actually
I never
Deathstroke in Teen Titans.
Yep.
They just called him Slade.
Yeah.
I gave
Censors,
blood, but I
man,
never got the
censors.
money. Yeah.
All right. First of all, Cameron, turning my mic off is not going to change the fact that during the next break, you are facing the Nerf wall.
No, I was just pressing your buttons by threatening to press your
Okay.
buttons.
All right. Well,
Yeah, but you do know there's a producer sitting right in front of you.
so he could
Just
he
look
would
at
help
them
me
and
out.
just-
Yeah.
It's not
Shoot
about
you.
carrying through. It's about the anxiety of the threat.
But there is no anxiety.
Yeah, there is no anxiety. It's just I know why you're doing it because you're about to face the Nerf wall. So
No,
for the
I
very
would
first
never do
time
that.
in 8.5 years, Cameron's going to be on that wall.
Getting
And,
shot for
here's
the
what this
very
means.
First time.
Here's what this means. If Cameron can face the wall, so can Rob Brown. So you need to look
Giants
at it that
can
way.
fall.
True.
Yes. If Cameron can face Ahsoka, you're next, Rob Brown. You're next. You absolutely are next.
The Nerf gods are falling.
They definitely are.
Nerfulators.
I can think
I
of.
want to be called a nerfulator.
I haven't told
Because
you
we're going to
guys
nerf you later.
yet about Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. You need to go over there and get all the stuff you need, like dice, which we used earlier, Dungeons and Dragons
Sorry,
dice.
who rolled a
Okay.
20 on the very first roll?
That would be Odie.
That would be Odie.
Doomed to the next.
You can also get manga. You can get you can get pops, which I got me a pop today. Found a Frankie pop.
Frankie Pop.
Yeah, it looks really cool. From One Piece.
Cyborg that wears Speedos.
Yes, it just reminds me. You know what the Frankie pop reminds me? It reminds me of South Carolina Comic Con Jr. Because at South
Tell me
Carolina
more.
Comic Con, we saw a guy dressed up as Frankie. Because
Oh,
at South Carolina Comic Con Jr., there will be cosplay. You know why? You know why?
Go on, tell me why.
You know why? Because it's on October 29th. I don't know if you knew this, but you know what's on October 31st? That would be Halloween.
Halloween.
So not only will we get some cosplayers there, we're going to get some people there going, here's a preview of what my Halloween costume is going to be a couple of days later.
Here comes the spooky preview.
Yes, South Carolina Comic Con Jr. is Sunday, October 29th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Costs you $15 to get in.
$15.
Children under 12 are free. Usually they have to be accompanied by an adult. We're not saying drop all your 12-year-olds off and let them go in. I mean, but if you have a family of 4 and you only have 2 adults, and before you could only bring 2 people and you had to say, sorry, you kid, you lost the lottery, you can't go. Now you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
The whole family can go if all the kids are under 12. And if you have multiple kids under 12, you need to find something to occupy them. And you know what you can occupy them with? South Carolina Comic Con Jr. And one of the cool parts about it, and I can't wait for Odie to get to go.
Yeah.
Since he hasn't been.
No.
This is a smaller version of the big one. The big one's probably 3 to 4 times bigger than this.
Don't think I could handle a big one.
So this is you don't know till you try. This is a starter place. So you go and you check it out and go,
easily,
wow,
gently. Yeah.
this is amazing. I cannot wait till the summer to see the other one. So special guests include wrestlers and artists. You can go walk around and see an artist actually drawing stuff.
Ooh.
And you can get them to autograph that for you. Billy Gunn from the New Age Outlaws. He's in AEW right now. He's daddy something I won't say.
The guys from the Upstate Pulse, I think they're going to be there.
Yes, they will be. Last time we were there, we were followed around by stormtroopers. It was awesome.
That better happen.
No, the last time we were there, I have never had that many people come up to me and tell me that they listen to the show, and that very grateful for that. Love that you guys are listening and that you're showing up to places like South Carolina Comic Con Junior, which happens on the 29th. So make sure you show up and have some fun. And the other cool part about it is if you order something online, you're not sure what you're going to get. You can't hold it in your hands. You can't look at it and go, man, that's pretty big. But here you can pick, say there's a Master Roshi. I got a giant Master Roshi, that I'd seen online, saw it there, was able to pick it up and realize that, that it's good quality and that I wanted to buy it. And same thing with like dice. Cameron and Matthew both have bought dice from the con and from the same lady, what'd you call her? The duck lady, the baby dice lady.
Dice lady.
Yes.
Baby dice.
She's known for many things.
And
She is
also,
known for very many things.
these guys, these vendors that are there, all these people, they're really cool. So if you've ever wanted to, I just think it's awesome to walk up and watch someone draw something as you're talking to them. So check it out. It's a few Sundays from now, October 29th.
I'm going to start drawing stuff in here.
Well, why not?
Okay.
Why? Can you draw also? Odie can do everything. He's a doctor. He's just done everything.
He's an everyman.
Yeah, he is. He's
just
everything
picking
or
up
not.
titles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now he's going to
Artist
draw, and watch him do a perfect rendering of Matthew, and it's just like in a few seconds. Yeah, that's not a surprise.
That's exactly what I was.
Did you?
expecting.
I hope you didn't draw that on something that needed to stay in here.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's good.
I would ask what's wrong with you, but I already know.
Just please remember to grab that on your way out tonight.
Stop it. All right. Sharon Tate.
I'll be honest, it's not what I meant.
It's too late. Sharon Tate. Matthew, do you know who Sharon Tate is?
I've heard the name.
All right.
My head hurts.
Odie didn't know who Sharon Tate was. You tell me, is this good taste or bad taste? I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. The front door to the home where Sharon Tate was murdered by Charles Manson
Oh, that's Sharon Tate.
cult has a new owner. The door sold at auction, courtesy of Julian's Auctions, after 40 bidders tried to get their hands on the creepy piece of history. The high bid was $127,000. The door was projected to bring in somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000. Sharon's sister Deborah said she was disgusted the door was being sold, explaining it should be destroyed given its macabre history. Is it okay to sell something like that?
Yes.
It's okay to sell something
I
like
think
that.
it is.
Someone was
really
murdered
weird.
right there. I
think someone.
what kind of person buys this stuff though?
Weirdos?
Yeah, weirdos.
Weirdos
Yeah.
with money.
And that's the
There's
thing.
some guy who just has who has a gallery of a whole bunch of murder objects.
Maybe he just has a door fetish. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
but-
just what he is. Maybe he's just a
Oh.
door guy.
So he's really creepy.
Yeah, because someone
Yes, that just makes it worse.
someone died at this
Definitely.
residence and were.
Yeah, I can just see the guy that done that.
You know,
he
I'm
sits-
really into doors.
Yeah.
What are they selling next? The toilet seat?
Yeah,
This
he
is
sits
what-
at
where's she-
home. He sits at home in the evening time watching TV, waiting for someone to ring the doorbell so he can go and answer. It's like, oh, hello, door. Oh, hello, person. This is my door. How are you? Do you want to knock on my door? That's the kind of guy he is. And he's just a little bit weird and a little bit out there and a little bit kind of.
All right.
Sir,
Am I the
could you
only one
just
that
give me
hears
my
the
tip
Three's
so I can
Company's
leave?
theme right now? Come and knock on our door. We'll be waiting for you.
Yes, because you're the oldest one in the room and the rest of us don't have a clue what you're talking about.
That's okay. They do. They do. They do.
We have
Yeah.
youth on our side.
Like any of yins is that young. Let's take a break. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. And we're at the disco.
Ja, das ist Disco. Oktoberfest Disco. I got you.
You know, the coolest part about that is Matthew was like moving his headphones stuff, and it looked like he was dancing also.
No,
It absolutely looked like he was.
You were
And I'm like,
dancing?
wait, is Matthew dancing too? And I looked over, saw what he was doing. You all saw it, right?
Yeah,
you saw
he
it.
was dancing early.
It looked like he was dancing.
I remember. I saw y'all doing the head bob thing, and I always love the stupid
The
What
night
is
at
love
the
head bob.
Roxbury.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the night at the Roxbury, isn't it?
Hey, wait a minute.
I don't.
Cameron
know.
has to face the wall. Let's go, dude.
Now?
Face
Yeah.
the wall.
Oh, you want to do it after the show?
It's after the
That's
show.
up to you.
No, it's usually during the show.
No, mine was after the show.
Yeah, because I forgot. It's
Yeah,
usually
no, we
during the
do it
show.
after, do it after the show. We don't have
Why?
enough time.
Why?
Because what am I coming back with?
Lightning round.
No, do it after the show.
Fine.
That's what the producer was
Fine.
saying after the show.
Oh yeah, I'm the producer.
Because there was like an old parody of that on YouTube back in like the early mid to late 2000s. That was the guys doing that, a bunch of guys doing that, but they were going on like a crime spree or something the whole time, and it just kept progressively
That's a-
getting worse and worse and worse.
Oh God! Are they-
And as the head bobbing got more and more intense, it was. I gotta find it. It's so funny.
Send it over to me.
I have not seen it in well over
Yeah.
10 years, but I still remember it.
That's terrible.
It was on time though.
Yeah.
Busy loading some Nerfs.
Oh
here.
yes, the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah, he does the
Wait,
night
was
at the
Jim
Roxbury
Carrey
thing
bit?
with Will
It's a Jim
Ferrell.
Carrey bit.
Was it Mad TV?
Maybe I don't know.
It sounds like a Mad
Again,
TV.
I haven't seen this in.
You
but-
are now watching Mad TV.
I've never seen Mad TV.
It would appear that I have stuck my foot in it.
Stuck your foot right into it, all the way, right up to the ankle.
I'd say up to my
They
knee.
don't do anything else. They just keep doing the head bob. There might just be a version.
Did you imagine the murder?
Honestly, it's been so long. I might have.
You should be dancing.
I would ask that I can give some words before I face my inevitable
Nope.
doom.
The words you can use are like, no, please stop, don't shoot me.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Or if your word is scream, it's perfectly acceptable.
Oh, I don't scream.
Please be honest.
This is for posterity.
Where do we leave the wheelbarrow?
It was over by the albino. Or no, it was over by the albino. I can't do a good entree. Anybody want a peanut?
The devil comes for his own. Exactly, you're right. It's just weird that people would buy that door. I don't get it.
Just throw in a wood chipper.
The door with the
door.
door and a wood
The
chipper.
door should go in a wood chipper.
I mean, fair enough.
Well, that's what I usually
Lightning
do.
can only strike twice so many times.
I dare them and then I get beat up.
All right, it's time for the lightning round. Sorry, I was busy loading Nerf guns.
I really thought that intro was a lot longer.
No.
Lightning only strikes twice.
Yeah,
It
it's
used to be longer.
No, it's always just been W.
Okay.
Saying that,
I thought
yeah.
it used to be longer.
No, it hasn't. It's supposed to be quick, like lightning,
Oh, I know.
because that's how.
Oh,
you
I
know,
get the joke now.
Yeah,
Hello.
that's
There it
why. In lightning round, we're supposed to like really rush through things.
Okay,
Like
go really fast. Let me start and go to the all the way through right through straight through. I'm talking about dead people and we're talking about doors. And doors get sold by people. Oh, he was talking about Irish people. He just stand up and he was talking about loads of butter. And when he was doing the butter thing, everybody's in looking at him and going, what in the name of God is he talking about? But then we started talking about more things. And then Matthew went on to a thing and he started talking about games and talking about this and the other. Oh, he didn't know what he was talking about at all. But Lonzo seemed to ask questions and everyone was happy about it. And Cameron just looked at me and he said, by the way, at the end of the thing, Cameron is going to go up against the wall. He's going to get nerfed.
all right, so
That was a very good
if
summation.
you
by the
did
way.
not know that there is such thing as an Irish boomhauer, now you know. There he was, right there.
Dr.
There he
Irish
was.
Boomhauer.
There he was. All right. Speaking of the macabre,
Yes.
a real-life monster tale unfolded in Florida Friday after a 14-foot alligator was found with a dead body in its mouth.
Oh.
The super scary incident occurred yesterday afternoon in the city of Largo, where the hungry reptile was slithering around the neighborhood, freaking out residents. One local was on his way to a job interview when he spotted the creature biting down on what appeared to be a portion of a mannequin. But then Jamarcus Bullard got a better look, believing it could be a human torso in the jaws of the alligator. Bullard told Fox 13 News he reported the grizzly find to the fire department, which quickly responded and confirmed it was a human part. Fellis County Sheriff's deputy said additional remains from an unidentified adult were found nearby. No one else was injured. The alligator was humanely killed. Who cares?
Nobody cares.
It's okay. It's okay. The alligator was humanely killed. I mean, the alligator was doing what alligators do. I mean, they eat meat, and it sucks for
If
whoever
you
was.
were killed by a shark, do you think your family would go shark hunting?
No.
No, because I mean, you're in his backyard, and if you're in
my family might.
maybe you're.
with
The way that alligators,
with a
I'm
22,
mounting that
you
thing.
have to
yeah.
basically go up to.
I think
I am going to Kentucky. I'm grabbing
They're
the
not,
cousins.
they're not going to see you. Like if they're down at a lake and you're up on like a sidewalk, they're not going to see you and
No.
dash after you.
no, crocodiles will.
All
Yeah,
right.
crocodiles will.
Crocodiles
To a
are
degree.
ornery
Speaking
because
of
they've got all those
teeth and no toothbrush. Exactly. Speaking
Medulla
of
oblongata.
things that happen in the water, Jamie Lee Curtis has confirmed her interest in playing Dr. Kureha. I can never say the name right. Kureha. Thank you. She really wants to play Tony Chopper's mentor in season 2 of the live action One Piece. And she says after this horrible strike is over, she's going to lobby again to be that. And there's fan art out there of her being, I think she would make a good one.
Yeah,
She's wanting to become Dr. Kureha because of the fans saying that she would make it.
Yeah.
a
And she's
good one
like,
because of the appearance.
and she checked out the character and was like, yeah, I could do that.
But you
And-
know what I think is funny is that now it's a horrible strike
Yes.
because
horrible,
they're running
horrible
out
strike.
of money.
Yeah, well, there's that. It's almost over, supposedly. And we talked about before how they said there would be no Tony Chopper, but the guy who's over the thing, whose name Matthew will remember, the guy, the original, the guy who wrote it,
Oh, Oda originally.
Oda
yeah.
has already posted a picture of Tony Chopper and said he's looking forward to him. And what they're going to do, they say they're going to use practical effects with a mix of CGI. And then they point out there was a movie.
I hope they just get an actual child to play Tony Chopper.
There was a movie with
you don't know, yeah.
or a dwarf.
But you can't have a dwarf playing a dwarf part anymore.
You can't?
No.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So
you can't have Irish people playing Irish people.
I was trying to find the thing where they referenced a movie that was just Sweet Tooth. The movie Sweet Tooth.
Ah, yeah, the TV series, yeah.
No. This is one where there's a deer child.
Yeah, the TV
deer
series.
person. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I've already seen that photo.
So they've
people throwing that around, just saying like, just make him more human.
So they've done what?
How can you make him more human?
Well, he eats the human. He's a deer who eats the human fruit. So he can become. He looks.
The issue though is that they can't make him too human because part of Chopper's backstory is that he could not fit in the town because they thought he was a monster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
they've got to find that balance.
I liked Arlong's makeup. I did. I thought it was better than what I thought it would be. We finally finished the whole thing.
It definitely could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have.
My primary issues with Arlong were, one, his figure was way too small.
Yeah, it was a small figure.
And two, I didn't like the voice.
See, I liked the actor. I think Cameron did too. I liked the actor. I thought it.
What did you think he should have been?
I think that they needed, at worst, they needed to have somebody dub over him. They needed a more naturally deep voice rather than a guy that was very, very obviously putting on a deep voice.
You know what it is?
They needed Matthew.
No. It's base envy. It is base envy. That's what it is. Matthew has base envy. That's fine. I can't speak that low, so I wouldn't know. But from one bassy guy to the other, so there must be kind of that thing.
There's a difference between like bass and like deep, intimidating types of voices. Like I have a bassy voice, but I don't have like a deep, intimidating voice.
So
I have a much smoother sort of deep that doesn't work with that.
No,
but
you've got the caramel voice of the Carolinas.
Here's Raw. Listen, Matthew is all about that bass. Yep. All right. So the last thing I want to talk about, George R.R. Martin and a couple other authors, including John Grisham, have sued OpenAI over copyrights. And it's just a matter of time before this is happening. Of course, OpenAI is like, no, you can't sue us over this, but they are. So major authors are suing over the fact that some of their copywritten work is being used to fuse things together to make it sound like they wrote something or things like that. So this is just the next thing in AI. All right, please stay tuned to the Upstate Pulse as Cameron will face the wall
You don't have to.
for the very first time in the history of this program that is working.
I've never seen Matthew look so excited.
That's working on its 9th year.
I think it's very funny because he's so adamant about not being happy.
Wait till I tell Tim he missed it.
Yep.
Well, he's going to be so ticked that he missed it.
He's going to be crying.
As many times as I've shotgunned that man.
Yes, as many times. He's going to be upset. So please stay tuned on stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X. And thank you to everybody for participating, especially the people on the stream. No, Chris, Cameron is not going Matrix. You can't do that. You got to take it.
I have that ultra instinct.
You got to take it is what you got to do. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we will see you and talk to you and all that kind of stuff next week. Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah.
I love that stupid ultra instinct meme where they just play the first 2 bars of the song.
Yeah. We're getting ready to do this thing. You may assume the position.
I never like hearing
Assume the position. Do we have a camera on Cameron?
I don't know. I'll get him to stand up.
Oh, we got short jokes too. Awesome. There's some guns over there. Where's Cameron's gun? Oh, Matthew has it.
Of course he does. No, he doesn't.
Oh, no. We'll give that one to Odie.
Yeah.
Which one, Odie?
This one.
Revenge is best served in Nerf shape.
Well, someone needs to look at the clock so we know when 30 seconds is.
When we run out of bullets.
Well,
how does this one work?
We can base it off of the live number.
The live number? What do you mean?
Enjoy
the live time. See it?
Oh, okay. I see
Do it
it
at
now.
54.
Okay. No, why don't we just go straight up 50? Yeah, 54. That's what you said. Duh.
Enjoy this, you Philistines. Relish in the rarity of this moment.
Do it.
Oh, my neck. Oh,
Good jam.
come on. Is that why so many lower stomach shots?
There we go.
No! Never mind.
I got a jam.
Oh, the jam.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no.
got it. All right. All right, we good.
That wasn't intentional, but it was very funny to end on that one.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. He survived. You all right? You
I'm
good?
fine.
You good? He's all right. I'll feel that in
I'm
the morning.
Superman.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Oh, my nipple.